Here we have the High Sierra Lifestyle RipRap backpack. This is a Costco exclusive backpack which does sell for about $19.99. It's an everyday backpack at just the right size. It isn't too large, at the same time it isn't too small. The maple mesh padded back panel helps to draw off moisture and it does provide some pretty good comfort. There's plenty of space to pack for almost any type of trip. Its dimensions are 19 by 13.5 by 8.5 inches. The outer fabric weave is tight enough to where it does provide some pretty good water resistance. It does include 3 primary compartments, each being accessible through their own set of zippers. The shoulder straps can be adjusted. They are padded for comfort, and they include something called compression straps, which High Sierra claims it's to stabilize heavy gear. On one of the straps, there is a pocket which can hold a cell phone, another small electronic device, or anything else which would fit into that which you would need to access easily. The 2 shoulder straps join together at the top to form a handle for an easy grab. The primary compartment doesn't open up completely all the way down on each side, but instead it opens up to about 2/3 of the way down. For some, this may be a negative, but I do feel it's a plus on my end since it does prevent the bag from accidentally dumping all of your contents all over the floor in case it's filled with too many heavy items and you lose your grip. It has plenty of space for different applications. It can store a few days worth of out-of-work clothing, or it can serve as a camera bag if you do purchase padded camera insert dividers. It can also store water and some basic essentials. If you decide to go for a day's hike, through the mountains or through the desert, you can go and pack that stuff in there. There's also a padded pocket for laptops or tablets in the main compartment. The middle compartment is where you would store notepads, books, and other types of flat items. If it's clothing that you're packing for a few days trip, this would be a really good spot to go ahead and put in your undergarments to where it doesn't take up too much space and it would be just the right size. The smallest compartment has numerous small pockets and dividers. Pens, keys, a wallet, and other miscellaneous things can be placed in here without having to worry about them bouncing all over the place. There's even a small plastic hook where you're able to place your keys to avoid them from jingling with each step you take. The outer zippers throughout the pack are plastic instead of metal, and they do have narrow teeth. I wish they were metal with larger teeth for added security. These plastic ones do tend to feel a little cheap. Now on the plus side, the handle zipper pulls are wider than the average, and each one does have an extended small strap to make closing and opening a breeze if you're wearing gloves. On one side of the backpack there is a mesh pocket to hold a beverage container. It does stretch out so you're able to fit different size containers inside of it, and it's also deep enough to where you don't have to worry about the container falling out in case you're leaning in one direction or another. Both sides do have compression straps as well to stabilize heavy gear. There is a neat hook in the center near the back part of the backpack near the bottom. It may look like a keychain holder, but I would not recommend it. It may seem convenient, but imagine that if you were hiking somewhere, there's trees, bushes, there's branches. What if one of those branches was to catch onto your keys? It would disengage, it would fall onto the ground, and the next thing you know, you're just looking for your keys for hours. Imagine if you're in a busy city sidewalk and there's people all over you, you get your keys back there, it would make it really easy for someone to just come by and just snatch your keys away and your keys are gone. I would recommend using this hook for other things like attaching a smaller bag to it, or maybe clipping your hat or cap where you're not wearing it. It does have other uses. In between the large and middle compartment, there is a small fleece-lined pocket which is pretty good for storing more fragile items like glasses, sunglasses, or even a smartphone device. There's a small little hole near the end of the zipper where you're able to pull a pair of wired headphones through so that way you're able to listen to your smartphone or MP3 player when it's in this pocket. In conclusion, the High Sierra Lifestyle RipRap backpack is an inexpensive and functional backpack. Its size makes it very versatile for different applications. It doesn't feel like you're carrying a large piece of luggage around, and it does provide plenty of space. Mine is being used to carry my everyday items for when I go to work, along with my lunch as well, and on the weekends if I do go on a trip somewhere, since I'm starting to go out more and go hiking and just visiting places I've never been before, it does allow me to store my water in there, my camera, and some other basic essentials that I do need. I do want to thank you for watching and have a great day.